right, so, you hear me talk about all the time the Nerve Disc Institute, and I have spoken to so many of their patients. Dr. Saul Kogan, he has experienced injuries, so he knows what it's like to deal with chronic pain and how that affects your life. I mean, it's just miserable. So we had the chance to go to his office and chat with a few of his patients, and let's hear what Jane has to say. Okay, so Jane, this is your second time or second go around with the Nerve and Disc Institute.
Yes.
And you said Dr. Kogan helped you with a back issue?
Yes, lower back.
Okay.
Started with my lower back when I came here the first time. And I was in pain, bulging disc, and he helped me with that. And then once I was better with that, then when my neck issue came up, I ended up coming back, and he helped me with that also.
So chronic pain, you're no stranger to that. Right. How does that affect your life, living in chronic pain?
Living in chronic pain. It's hard to describe because you're depressed, you don't want to go anywhere. A lot of times, you're not sleeping, so that affects your whole mood also. Being in chronic pain is no fun at all.
Well, I don't think you're in chronic pain anymore because you're smiling and happy.
Right.
So for anyone out there who may be in pain and think, you know what, I'm just going to deal with it, you don't have to deal with it.
No, you don't have to deal with it. There are options, and the Disc Institute is one of those options.
And so what do you think about Dr. Kogan personally?
Oh, I like him. I do like him.
I like him too. Never mind. Okay, so
nice. He is
very nice, right?
Yeah.
So
he's a fast mover.
Yeah, snappy, right? You got to be snappy.
Yes,
okay, but you play pickleball, being active, and how's the pain in the arm now?
It's gone.
Completely gone.
Completely gone.
Okay.
Completely gone. The pain in my neck and the numbness in my arm is completely gone.
And how long has it been gone?
Oh, it's been gone probably a year.
Okay. So do you still?
Yes. I still come for
maintenance?
I come for maintenance.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Right now I come every 2 weeks just for maintenance, just to make sure that I maintain pain-free.
Right. And sometimes I think people think, oh, this will be a quick fix and I don't have to do anything else, but you really do, don't you?
Yeah. It's not a quick fix all the time. I've been coming for few years now, between my back and my neck, and then the maintenance. It is not a quick fix, and I'm so glad now to be pain-free. Just maintaining it is wonderful.
Right. So when you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you think of?
What the first thing I think of? What am I going to do today?
Do you think, gosh, I can actually get up
Yes.
and I can go?
Yes, I do think that.
Yeah.
I can get up. I can get out of bed. I don't have the pain and the numbness down my arm. I can go. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you say to somebody out there who is saying, I'm going to deal with this chronic pain the rest of my life?
I say no. Don't do it, because that just brings you down. And I guess because I'm a happy person, and I can't imagine somebody living with that their whole life when there are options.
Right.
Yes.
Well, thank you. What a pleasure to meet. I think I've seen you on TV.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And again, you can make an appointment right on the nervediscinstitute.com website, a free consultation. And if you mention Caffeinated Conversations with Brooke Allen, you'll get 50% off your treatment plan. Thank you so much. And again, you don't want to live in chronic pain, and you don't have to. So reach out to Dr. Saul Kogan. Well, Missy, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So very funny story so you may notice she's wearing an orange pin because she is a
1 million cups organizer.
I was like, why am I not able to remember that? So, okay, Jesslyn Murry, we met actually at 1 Million Cups, which is something we go to every Wednesday in Ferndale through Oakland Thrive. And it was very funny because we were in this training session online together, and we were playing Cahoots, like the kids do?
Yeah.
So we were competing for baseball hats, and we both kept she would go up, I would go up, and it was very funny. And in the end, we both lost.
And I didn't realize that you were actually in, because it was everybody nationwide.
Nationwide, yeah.
And I was just like, who is this Brooke? She keeps beating me in these answers, and I was number one, and then you took the lead, and I was like, oh, I don't get it.
I know, right? So then we end up meeting in person.
Yeah.
And realizing, this is like, what? So yeah, so that is how we met. But so I emceed the event last week for my first time, and you are now in charge of newsletters.
I am.
Okay, but your official title is marketing and design manager, right?
Yes.
Okay, so exactly tell me what is that?
So I actually wear many hats in the company. I am here representing Murry Design, which is a family business, and we are a product development and design firm.
Okay.
So we do a full service of all of the design phases, from research, benchmarking, consumer, voice of the consumer, finding out what the competitors are doing, the different styling and trends in the design industry, all the way to design, engineering, and then product development of our customers' products.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
It is a lot.
And it's a family-owned company, right?
It's a family-owned company.
Okay, so funny. So lately it feels like I've been speaking to entrepreneurs who are in family-owned companies, right? So it's very interesting to me. So how long have you always done this, or been a part of the company?
So I did graduate with a marketing degree, and when I graduated, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, because every class that I had in college was my favorite class. I wanted to do it all.
Okay.
So my dad, who owns the company Murry Design, he brought me in part-time because he had just lost his marketing person.
Okay.
And I had zero interest at the time in getting into automotive, because we are heavily automotive focused. But I fell in love.
Really?
Because I get to do everything. It's not just doing marketing. It's not just doing branding. It's not just doing research focus groups. But we do all of those things.
Okay.
So I get to kind of get my foot in a lot of different puddles. And I love to learn everything I can possibly learn. So it's just constant knowledge, and I love it.
So it's exactly what you wanted.
It's exactly.
And who knew it was right in your family?
Right.
You're like, surprise. So how is that working with your family?
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love, both my parents graduated from art college.
Okay.
So they both are very creative, and design is just in my family's blood. And my dad, working with him, has just been everything. Like, he is so smart and so intelligent. Everybody in the industry really looks up to him and knows him, and learning from him. But then also he brings all this talent to our firm, that I get to learn from all of them, and they're the best of the best. And it's just constant growth, and I absolutely love all the challenges that we face. So.
You're like, yay, challenges.
I love it.
So-
I thrive on chaos. And
Okay, so what is one challenge that you have to face in your industry?
every project is,
Okay.
because everything we're doing, since it's product development,
Right.
it's usually being done for the first time.
Wow.
And everything usually starts with prototyping. And when you prototype a product, you can't always execute it in the way that it would be done in production, because it's not cost effective to do a prototype with an injection molded part where you're having to pay for tooling when you're just doing a one-off.
Okay.
So trying to figure out a way to make something look like it was production made, but on a prototype level, always brings challenges. And I love finding ways to get it done.
To get it done and
to make it look like how they want it to look. And we've always executed it. So
that is awesome.
it is. It's a lot of fun.
I should say for the record that I don't usually allow coffee or water, it's coffee only sat. So, but this is actually your company water bottle, right?
is,
Murry
yes.
Design. Did you design this?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, so how many water bottles have you designed? I mean, like different designs.
So for us, just this, and then there was a coffee mug, but we actually ran, every time the people come over to our studio,
You give them one?
we give them one, because they was like, oh, these are really nice mugs. And then we're like, take it. And now we don't have any more mugs. So I brought my water bottle as my
Mug?
mug. Yes.
Okay, so what trends in marketing or design do you think are overhyped right now?
Oh. That's a tough one.
And I know I told you I'd be easy on you today.
I know. I'm almost a little nervous to say this, because a lot of people do it, but I would have to say full screen automotive touchscreens. I think a lot of automotive companies are trying to get rid of the physical buttons, and they're integrating full touch screens into the dash panel. And it's getting a lot of negative feedback from the users, and I don't feel that they're listening to that as much because people like to still have that physical touch.
Right.
People don't want to completely get rid of buttons.
No.
And it also, like, you know, when you're driving, the whole purpose is to keep your eyes on the road. So when you're having these big, flashy dash panels, they look really cool.
Right.
It's really
When it's
sleek and
parked,
sexy.
right?
Yeah. But you're getting rid of part of the experience, because part of the experience of driving a car is all of the tactile things that you get to touch and how it feels, and knowing you're hitting a button because you feel that button push in. And
Right.
touchscreens are cool. They do look great.
They do. They're, yeah,
But
you said they're sleek and sexy.
Don't
We
get rid of
agree.
all the buttons.
Right. We need at least 2 buttons, Murry, right? 2 buttons. Okay, what about AI? What is your thought on using AI in the industry, and how do you guys use it?
So that's an actually interesting question, because we have that conversation a lot. Because we do, like I said, we're a small business, but we are kind of a collective of professionals that all come together. So we have a lot of partner companies we work with.
Okay.
So we're bringing the best of the best talent in-house. Some of that talent are people who work on apps that are replacing their jobs.
Really?
They're working on AI software that is essentially taking over some of the roles that we have. And a lot of people do fear it coming in, but I'm embracing it. I really do think that, you know, just how people used to sketch things by hand, and then Adobe Photoshop came.
Yep.
And that was a tool that was able to streamline the design process, so you didn't have to do everything by hand anymore.
And it didn't take so much time,
And it didn't
right?
take
I mean,
as
it
much
does help.
time.
Right.
Now, having good sketching skills is still very valuable, and having that skill is still very important, but being able to utilize the Adobe software or whatever design programs you work with, it just helps enhance that. And I really feel that with AI, it's the same thing. I'm looking and doing as much research now to try and understand what AI softwares exist and how we can actually work with them and integrate them as part of our process in the design world. And not necessarily, I don't feel threatened that it's ever going to take over, because you have to have that human connection. Like, AI is never going to replace human knowledge. Right. Like, you have to be able to connect to the design of what you're looking at, and AI can help with that, but it can't execute it the way people can.
Well, I love what you said. You said as part of.
Right.
Right? Not all, but as part of.
Right.
Right? And that, I think that is probably the key
Yes.
when it comes to that. Okay, so I've got 2 cards here about being a woman in business. You get to pick one. Ready? The choices are.
I'll go left.
Okay. Okay, so as a woman in business, what do you wish more women felt permission to do sooner?
Sooner. I would have to say probably voicing their opinion. I know, you know, and this has changed. I've been in this industry for 12 years now, and when I had first started, I was the only female in a lot of these meetings. It was very much a boys' club. You know, there's not a lot of women designers, especially in automotive, or there didn't used to be.
Right.
And when I would, you know, sit in a meeting with other women, I very often noticed that they kept quiet on really good ideas that they had, because they wanted to please the seniority, who were predominantly men. And
So what would they do with those ideas?
often
Share
it
them
would-
later,
yeah,
or?
often it would get shared later, or, you know, there's occasions that, you know, you do the girls' dinners after certain events, and they share their ideas, and it's like, you need to say that. Like, if you're disagreeing, with
Or you have
somebody.
something better.
Or you have something better. Like I'm not here to boost anybody's ego. You know, I'm really good at being able to have a really good relationship with my customers and a good relationship with my suppliers. But when I disagree with something, I am going to let them know, because that's part of the reason why they come to us. It is because of our knowledge and our experience in what we're doing for them. So I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh yeah, that's a great idea.
And then roll your eyes and be like, oh.
Right. If I don't think it's a good idea, I'm going to tell you and I'm going to explain it why. And I've noticed that more often women are getting more comfortable with doing that, but that wasn't always the case.
I love that. Thank you. See, there's so much to you.
There's so much. I'll have to have you at the studio one day because.
Will I get a cup?
Oh yeah, yes. I'll make sure to order more for you.
I'm like, I'm not coming unless I get a coffee cup. Okay, so of course the cups we love. This is my favorite, one of my favorite things that we do. So this is your favorite coffee cup.
This is my favorite coffee
So
cup.
tell me about it.
So I am, you know, I have customers who call me the Jill of all trades, because there's nothing that I can't figure out how to do. I will always figure it out. And that includes a billion hobbies that I have. And one of them is plants. My house is full.
Really?
Of like 250 plants.
Oh my goodness.
I love gardening. I love getting my nails are never done. Yours look beautiful, but
Thank you.
they're
I have dead
always-
plants.
They always have dirt, and
Really?
so this was a gift by someone, and it's my favorite mug because it's large and I drink a lot
of coffee?
But I am the plant queen of the house.
That. Do you give lessons? Because I've got 2 plants that I've managed to keep alive.
Oh yes,
Yes, and
I do. I actually have a TikTok where I started teaching
Really?
people because I couldn't find the answers.
Yeah.
And I then decided that I was like, you know what? Just to help other people who need help with plants, I'm gonna do my own. So when I'm starting to learn, I'm sharing my knowledge there,
love that.
so they can now know how to take care of their plants.
How about gardens?
Gardens too.
Okay, excellent.
Yes.
Maybe we'll get those tomatoes after all, kids.
Those are the easiest.
That's what I hear, not for me. You're talking to someone who, as a kid, planted a garden. I got, and I'm not joking, 1 green bean.
Oh, green beans are hard.
It was 1 green bean.
Green beans are hard. Mine always die. So don't worry about
Okay,
it.
all right, well.
But I have dogs, so they trample them.
Okay, so there's hope yet. Well, listen, thank you. But I know this is the first time you've ever, when I asked you to be on, you were like, what?
Yeah.
Do I have to?
No.
So thank you.
No, thank you.
Well, welcome back to Caffeinated Conversations with Brooke Allen. That was a quick change. Hi.
Hello.
How are you? It's like,
I'm so loud. Here I am.
here you are, like magic. Okay, so you are Minito Reasor.
Yes.
Love that name. Minito Reasor. How do you? Yes. And you tell me what your official title is.
Yeah, so I'm the CEO owner of Minito HR Solutions, and I do HR consulting for small to mid-sized organizations.
So to be an HR person, you have to like people or no?
It's highly favorable because, no, actually I'm a very much a people person. A lot of people like, yes, not my jam, but there's something for everyone in this field.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so what is, HR, so what does that cover? Because I think I know what it covers, but tell me.
Yep. So HR can be anything from compliance, that's where you talk about the handbook, onboarding, offboarding, all the way to strategy is what I morphed to, because I've been doing this since 2006, actually.
Really?
So yeah, I know, right. So now I'm focusing more on how do we create culture and really support people so they can grow, not just professionally, but just the becoming of themselves.
Well, it's interesting too, I think, because, coming from major broadcasting, right?
Yeah.
So different thing, and it's very exhausting, and not that every industry isn't, but in a different way, right? Because you've got deadlines and this, and people can see you and talk, hear you and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But it is interesting how it has changed through the years, because now it's more caring more about people, per se.
Absolutely.
Right? And I think that's probably been the biggest change. Do you agree?
Oh, I absolutely agree. It really became a priority, I would say, post-COVID. Because even during COVID, as an HR professional, I was taking care of a father who is now deceased and who died from COVID.
Oh, gosh.
And I was getting calls to say, how do we navigate this COVID life? And I'm like, I don't know. I am suffering myself. So
Exactly.
it really became a priority to say we have to now focus on inward, not just compartmentalizing when we go into organizations. We are bringing our whole selves, and I'm actually happy that that has shifted.
So do you, if you end up telling a company, like, listen, you need to be nicer to your people.
Yeah.
I mean, are they receptive? Do they get it? Or do you sometimes get the, yeah, we're not doing that?
You know what if they don't get it, they are seeing the evidence of the type of issues that's coming up.
Okay.
We're getting more people who's dealing with mental health. We are having a lot of our people who are dealing with caregiving, like me. I'm in the caregiving stage. We have people who are navigating to say, I'm a younger generation, I came in the AI field versus the people from the Gen X or older, the baby boomers, who are saying, we work totally different and our way of communicating and getting things across and expectations work differently. And if that's not evident enough, you're going to see it when people constantly leave the organization.
right?
And that costs the organization money.
Right. And nobody wants to spend money they don't need to.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So what made you go into this field?
So it's twofold. I was working in corporate America at a large organization downtown, and I loved it. I loved the people. And then one day I pulled up and said, this is not it. It got to be more, yes. And I wasn't even going to stay in HR. I wanted to help young girls, middle school and high school, young girls who were dealing with a lot of personal issues like myself. But the two worlds eventually morphed together. So when I left the organization after 10 years, I jumped and went to Michigan Women for, started helping youth, and then it just kept evolving. Then I started doing storytelling, which I'm doing an upcoming
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
And
I'm taking the long way there.
Yeah, please, yes, because that's important, because that's part of the whole storytelling thing. So I started helping young girls articulate their stories, and then I started helping women, and then that's when COVID happened and HR became a priority again. So it was literally stop trying to compartmentalize my life and say, how do these two worlds fit, and how do I help me in that process?
So, so throughout my career, I've always thought if I'm asking a question in myself internally, then somebody else is asking that same question.
Say that.
And if they don't have the answer, so that, that is kind of how when I follow a story or what brings an idea to my head or something, because it's like, okay, if you're asking yourself one question, somebody else, and you don't know the answer, somebody out there is also searching for that same answer to that same question.
That piece,
right?
Because in the first part, I would say I thought it was a me thing. Like, it gotta just be me going through this kind of situation.
It's like a phase.
It's a phase, but then it won't stop in that nagging question until, like you said, we start having conversations organic like this. And then you like, oh, that's me too. We got so much in common.
Exactly. And I think that's what ends up making the difference.
Yes, it does.
Because it is real connection.
Yes, it is.
And we only met through text.
And I know, I feel like we already know each other forever. But it's so true, though. That's how it happens.
So you mentioned an event coming up. And that is how we got connected, actually, through 1 Million Cups.
Yes.
And so it was so funny because Lori came up to me and said, hey, there's this event coming up, storyteller event. I'm like, oh, tell me more. So now I'll ask you, tell me more.
I know. So just to piggyback what you talked about, how it continuously, this evolution of us.
Yes.
And around November, another young lady who does HR consultant in Colorado. She called me in November. She was like, I'm exhausted. And I was like, me too. We're HR professionals. We're always pouring out, helping other people. We both got our thing. And she said, I really want to do storytelling. I really want us to think outside the box. I was like, girl, say more, say less at the same time. Because I already done it. I just didn't know how to get back in it because I was still trying to be so linear how it's been done. And I was like, let's do it. HR, we have this misconception, hence the reason the event is called HR Tales, Myths, and Legends. We got this myth that HR it looks one way. And we want to shift the narrative. And how did we shift the culture? How do we shift and really humanize all of our experiences? Just because I deal with employee relations and workforce development doesn't mean that I didn't show up in ways that a lot of, whether you're starting off in your professional field, trying to figure out this thing, if you're from traditional corporate America or entrepreneur, it never stops. So that's how it kind of curated. Ironically, Lori had just left or same organization, because we work together. That's how we know each other. And she didn't call it a retirement. She called it a rewirement because she still wanted to do something. Exactly.
Yes.
And that's the whole point.
Love
It doesn't have to look one way.
Right.
So that's how it morphed. And she'd be, like, yeah, girl, you're telling your story. One of the phenomenal
Yeah,
speakers.
so you have some very familiar names on this.
Yes.
So tell me the names.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were going to do that.
Yeah. So our speakers are Karina, we have Kivandre, we also have Shalise, Lori, who you already know.
Oh, I know.
And I also have Steven and my co-creator, Otisa, who's in Colorado, who's flying in. So
Oh, is she?
Yes.
Okay, I
I'm
was wondering
excited.
about that.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
yes.
she was the one who made the phone call to you.
Absolutely. And
Okay.
that's how we got the ball started in November. So
That is
I'm
awesome.
excited.
Okay,
Yes.
so what? So who do you think should come to this?
Ooh, so anyone who's ever worked, anyone who had a job, no, I was kidding. It is meant for any professional because we're curating from the HR perspective, but it's anyone who feels like I'm stuck, been promoted, demoted, fired, in their awakening phase. What's next phase? I operate as a HR professional coach, and I get more calls. We'll start off talking about their professional goals, but it ends up with, I don't know what's going on with me. What's next for me?
Right.
I don't know what's the next step. So anyone who's ever in any of those lanes, join us. It's a community. It's going to be DJ. We're going to have so much fun. And the event is going to benefit two
Yeah, 2 organizations.
Yes.
So which ones are those?
Brilliant Cities Detroit.
Love them.
Former Brilliant Detroit.
Yeah.
And also Cooking with Q has a foundation with Eat to Live Foundation too.
Oh, okay. So this is going to be not just like a boring panel of
No,
people.
gosh, no.
It's going to be fun, and it's okay.
It's their story. It's not scripted. They're not bringing up any cards with no PowerPoint presentation. It's going to be a fun event because I want people to humanize their experience, to help others to build community, to say, that's me, that's my story, and now I know I can have a tribe of people to say, what's next for me?
Exactly. So will this be the first of many?
Yes. Me and Otisa talked about, I want to do it nationwide.
Awesome.
Because stories don't stop in Detroit. It just starts here, born and raised.
That's the cup. We'll get to that in a minute. But hold on. I want to ask you one of my women in business questions. All right. So let's see. And of course, I'm always misplacing them, getting them confused. Okay. You only get 2 choices.
Okay. Right.
Okay. Ready? Okay. As a woman in business, how do you talk to yourself on your hardest days?
Ooh, that is so good. I talk to myself like a mother talks to a 6-year-old. And one of the things, because the first part of this journey was outside of myself, let me prove that I'm worthy. Let me prove that I'm smart. Let me prove that I deserve in the room. I was like, no, you already chosen. I'm enough. You was born enough.
I
You're
like that.
exactly who you're supposed to be. So that's how I talk to myself now.
And you just gave me chills because it's like, can I just get a recording of you saying that? Like, did it keep you on my phone? Because it's like, seriously, because so often it's like, oh no, I should not be in that room.
Yep.
But no, you were made to be in that room.
Oh, we were made to be in all
Right?
the rooms.
All the rooms, right?
I'm not supposed to be at the table. We are the table.
Right.
We got perspectives, we got ideas, and so it's not something that I arrived to because I don't want, like, I arrived because I still feel those feelings. You still feel that sometimes questioning, but I'm like, girl, let's go. I hold my 6-year-old hand and we go in the room and we got this.
All right, girl, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, I love that. Thank you, seriously. Okay, so cups we love, very important to me, obviously, because I have hundreds and hundreds of coffee
Yes.
cups. So tell me about yours. It's beautiful.
Yes, this is Hello Detroit from Ask Jennifer for All Things Detroit. And the reason why I love this so much, because when she walked in and she was celebrating my birthday and she gave this cup to my mom, and my mom is my heart, so this cup is our heart now.
Oh.
So it just meant everything, especially women to women entrepreneurs supporting her, and the fact that she gave it to us just on
I love
GP.
that. I love that so much.
Me too.
All right, girl. Well, the event's May 7th.
Yes.
Will tickets sell out or how?
we're selling out these tickets, yes, but
Are they still available?
they're still available. Actually, we just started to promote it now heavily. So thank you for letting us just partake and just crash your show. No, but yeah, we'll be pushing tickets, and I hope you can come too.
No, I would love to. Do I get a coffee cup?
You gonna get something. It may not be this coffee cup, but I want to ask Jennifer to get you one too.
And that outfit, I need that outfit too.
Yes, eBay. Just throwing out nays that no one's supporting this. Okay, thank you.
I'll get my box now. Pack up. All right, listen, it has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. And this has been such a fun show. I got 2 books. I met a new friend.
Yes.
And it's just amazing. So thank you. And I'll see you hopefully before May 7th. But if not, I'll see you on May 7th.
And thank you for everything that you do.
Oh, no, my pleasure. And come on, hold my 6-year-old hand, man.
We got
We got this. Thank you so much. Bye.